Phil Endress again. Welcome to another episode of the BBCE podcast. I'm here with the owner of Baseball Card Exchange, Steve Hart, and we're looking forward to tackling a really cool topic today. So the topic that we're tackling today is going to be a reoccurring series that's on the BBCE podcast, and that is Urban Legends. Today we're talking about the urban legends of unopened product, more specifically, packs. Steve, you're the expert.
Okay.
When we hear a lot of these urban legends.
Yep.
We hear them. You hear them more than I. You get emails. People grab you at the show at the National and talk to you about certain things that they've thought.
Yep.
A lot of people ask me certain things at shows. And there is a lot of urban legends out there. Some are factual and some are urban legends.
Yep.
So one thing that we're going to talk about today is the resealing of packs.
Okay.
This is a prevalent and dangerous, malicious
This
thing
is
in
a
the
very
industry.
important podcast for people out there who are listening.
Yeah. And people are always looking to get a good deal. They're driven to get a good deal. Obviously, we are.
Yep.
We want a good deal. And so many times, though, as the old saying says, if it's too good to be true, it probably is.
Yes, exactly.
The same can be said about unopened packs. Unopened packs, many people buy these, they open them, and they get a decent card in the pack. They go, oh, okay, that was fine. But then many times they send them to you and say, hey, will you take a look at this for me? And you say...
Okay, well, one of the largest misconceptions with unopened packs is packs that have stars showing on top or bottom, particularly wax. And the biggest example of packs that come through PSA that I see are 86 Fleer basketball packs with the number 57 Jordan rookie on top. And they come in and they look like they've been resealed by a child with a bottle of glue. The customer will reach out to me and say, Steve, now why would anybody reseal a pack with a Jordan rookie on top? Well, the fact of the matter is that if that pack is found in the wild, in a box, in a collection, it probably isn't going to be tampered with. But let's think about this. A pack with a Jordan rookie on top sells for $25,000 these days.
Yeah.
People will take a low-grade Jordan, a counterfeit Jordan, or what's that Fleer Decade of Excellence card?
Oh, right. Yeah.
That looks like an 86 Fleer
Correct.
card. And I don't know, you could buy a low-grade Jordan, even you can buy a mid-grade Jordan for $4,000 or $5,000, a wrapper, 12 commons, a piece of gum. So you have $5,000 into your project. You reseal it, you sell it to somebody at, I don't know, a discounted price of what they think is $15,000, and boom, that's a pretty good day rate.
Right.
You just tripled your money.
Correct.
And the person buying it has that feeling. Well, why would anybody ever tamper up with a pack with a Jordan rookie on top? Like I said, a real one, they probably wouldn't. But they're made, and the misconception is that it's good because nobody would ever tamper with a pack like that.
Right.
But it happens a lot. Again, like I said, the pieces needed to produce it, a counterfeit Jordan rookie. You could produce a pack for less than $100.
Correct.
Especially since identifying the Jordan on top, a lot of times we see just the image of the ball.
Right.
That's the only card in the set that has the ball in that area. That's how we can determine a Jordan's on top.
Correct.
So if they actually use a counterfeit Jordan, only showing the ball, it's impossible to tell that card's counterfeit.
Right.
Another thing that comes through all the time is 86 Fleer with Jordan stickers on back. Again, a lot of times these things are poorly resealed, just ridiculously resealed. Again, people will say, well, come on, why would somebody reseal a pack with a Jordan sticker on back? Again, you get a low-grade Jordan, a wrapper, some cards, a piece of gum, and you could make one for under $1,000 and easily sell it for $3,000.
Right.
If you could do that all day, you could be rich.
Correct.
Quickly. So the biggest misconception I see is people assuming just because a card on top or bottom is showing that it has to be good. That's part of the ruse by the resealer or counterfeiter, is to make you believe that something is good because something is showing. So be very careful assuming a pack with a star showing is good just because it's showing.
Yeah, it's actually the opposite.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
You
I would assume first that it's no good.
correct.
Yes.
Assume first no good and then be pleasantly surprised. But that's the case for rack packs today, settle packs today.
Yes, yes.
You know, and I probably see these more than the average collector. You see them obviously all the time. But I just called you from a show the other day, a few months ago now, and there was some Cal Ripken cello packs,
Right.
82 tops, and the way that I go into that, you know, not graded, I go into that thinking they're all bad,
Right.
and you know, there was this particular seller had several of them, 10, 11, 12. I think I ended
Red
up
flag
buying,
right there.
Yep, red flag. But I approached that particular buy because they were very reasonably priced, probably too reasonably priced.
Second red flag.
Second red flag. And I bought 2 or 3. Now, those were good, but I was I might have left a couple other good ones in the stack.
Yep.
But I wanted to be cautious. Now, there were others that we know from wrong cards on the sheet showing that they were bad. And so that's another sign. So here's another aspect of it all. You know, I've heard people say, well, I bought the 79 Topps baseball box or 1980 Topps baseball box, and, you know, I pulled the Ricky Henderson. And Steve said that this was no good.
Yes, this happened recently.
Okay.
Somebody submitted their 80 wax box.
Okay.
Again, poorly resealed, laughably resealed. And I sent it back to them. You know, I said, this box is no good. And of course, as everybody knows, I don't charge people when something is no good. I just don't have the heart to do that.
Right.
He calls me back a few weeks later, and he says, you got this one wrong. I'm like, well, what do you mean I got this one wrong? Well, I opened 3 or 4 packs, and I got a Nolan Ryan. So sometimes what you do or don't get in a pack or a box does not have bearing as if it's resealed or good.
Right.
Here's the example again. How much can you buy a nice, fresh 80 Topps complete set for? $500?
Oh, yeah. That's high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And these could be nice near mint cards.
Right.
It can have a near mint Ricky in it, Henderson. Right. What is a near mint Ricky Henderson these days?
250?
300? I don't know. Okay. So you can buy a nice high-end 80 Topps set for $500. And 36 wrappers, 36 pieces of gum, and maybe you have $600 into the whole project. Now you have a $3,000 box at a low price.
Right.
And then, of course, that's part of the ruse again is, you know, the person who does it, it doesn't even have to go through me. A person will make the item for under $600, sell it to somebody. That person will open it and say, hey, this was great.
Yeah.
I got a Henderson, I got a Rose, I got Ryan. This is unbelievable. Well, again, what you do or don't get doesn't necessarily decide if the box was resealed or not.
Yep.
High percentage profit for these people making these boxes. Again, the ruse worked because you got good cards.
Right. And we, you know, I could probably say that maybe that's the you know, we don't think like criminals. So, but we could probably safely say that 78, 79, 80 is sort of the sweet spot for counterfeiters.
79 for some reason is the largest.
Yeah.
Now, I do remember over time seeing complete rolls of wrappers. You know, 2,000 wrappers on a roll.
Yes.
And they were always 78 and 79. 79 hockey was one of them, unfortunately, too. Wow. So it seems like there's a plethora of wrappers out there that are fresh, shiny, clean. So again, you can buy the pieces needed to make a $3,000 box for $500.
Right.
The person who buys it believes everything's fine.
So again, the urban legend is that just because I got, you know, someone could put 4 Ricky Hendersons in a box.
Yeah. Nice ones.
Yeah, nice
ones.
And still make out like a bandit.
Yes.
And when we say nice ones, we're talking, you know, 6 or 7s. And
7s, some 8s.
Yeah. You know, you know, Ozzie Smith, the same thing. The Ozzie Smith 7 is not an expensive card. At all. And so you could make the person ripping the wax feel pretty good, but these were in fact resealed. And that urban legend is really, costing a lot of people money, and it's just false information.
Right, and they're very happy with the results. However, the person who created this sure did good
Right.
with their fraud and completed the ruse that it was good.
And then, so let's just take that theory out one more time and now get to the big part of the money. We talked about Jordan on the top. Okay, well, let's talk about just an 86 Fleer pack.
Okay.
Okay, and an 86 Fleer box.
Oh, yes.
I mean, so, if you just multiply that, say you buy Jordans for 4,000 to 5,000, real ones.
Yeah.
Not even the fake ones, the real ones. That's 20 grand. And then you buy 3 sets without Jordan.
Yeah.
$2,000, $2,500.
Yep.
That's another 10. You've got $30,000, $40,000 into a box that you can sell for 100 plus.
Yes. And they don't even have to buy low-grade Jordans with wear. They could buy 9 OCs.
Correct.
Which are highly affordable compared to a 9.
Right.
And the card looks beautiful. And then the person who opens the pack just assumes, well, I just didn't have luck today and got off-center ones.
Right.
So, yep.
So, yeah, you can get the Jordans. You can get every card in the set just like you're supposed to. These counterfeiters can do, if it would relate to a particular issue to the collation or the sequencing, they could even do, research into that, make sure that's as right as they possibly can. And it looked like a real box, but it is not.
Yes.
I had a friend of mine send some packs in a few years ago. And, same thing, 86 Fleer. You didn't like them. They opened them up. One of the packs, there was a Jordan in there. And I explained it to them. Like, well, all those packs that you sent in, I think 7 or 8, that person still made out like a bandit. Of course, back then, a 7 or an 8 was even, I can't remember what it was, but much more reasonable. $3,000 to $4,000 for a 7, I think, at that time.
Okay.
So, again, that is an urban legend, and it's something that I know you were very passionate about to get out to the public.
And it's very tough to explain to people sometimes because they're happy with the results. Or, well, like with the one showing, they just don't understand why somebody would tamper with a pack with a Jordan on top. Again, a pack like that found in the wild that's good probably wouldn't be tampered with.
Right.
You still have to consider that a person would to take out the real Jordan and put back in a counterfeit or a low grade.
It's something that we could never possibly, sort of give you great examples right now. But another thing to keep in mind is the market whenever this reseal job happened. What I mean by that is this could have been resealed 15 years ago. And 15 years ago, the resealer could have gotten a nice return on his investment. But now that return looks silly, if that makes sense. So, I was buying, I remember at the 04, 05 National, I was buying as many Jordan PSA 8 rookies as I could.
Okay.
And I was spending $600 to $700 a piece on them. And $700 was my cutoff. $600 was no haggle price, just buy it.
Yep.
So $600 for a PSA 8 Jordan rookie back then, that's very affordable.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Right? So you don't know when this pack was resealed.
Right.
And it may not make as much sense now if you open that pack and go, why would this resealer do it? Well, back then, they would have definitely redone it.
Yes, exactly.
Right? So in the 80s, and maybe we'll talk about this even more, rack packs and cello packs with major rookies on top.
Yes. Immediately red flag that.
Yeah. Immediately red flag them.
People always assumed that rack packs couldn't be tampered with.
Right.
Well, rack packs are tampered with.
Oh, yes.
Sometimes very well. Yep. So always assume with a star showing, it's no good.
Right.
Until proven different.
Right.
So.
And just, for people that are out there today, in my journeys of buying collections and, really learning unopened, I want to buy everything that I can because it's hard to keep things in stock at this point.
Right.
But rack packs and cello packs, even as much as I do them, I'm scared to death of them. If you have bad lighting at a show, it's hard to tell. Even your phone light doesn't work all that much. I'm very cautious when it comes to those things. And not many times, but a few times I've called Steve and said, I'm on the fence about this one. The price was good. I feel strong enough. And thankfully, most of the times have worked out. But I'm very, very, very cautious. I pass on much more than I buy when it comes to selling
Especially
rack.
pre-76
Yes.
rack packs. So
they're
be
tough.
very careful.
Yes. So this is going to be an ongoing sort of topic in the BBC podcast, the urban legends of collecting, especially as it would relate to unopened, sequencing, rarity of certain things, or just urban legends of the hobby in general. We hope you enjoyed this episode today. Catch us next time on the BBC podcast.